I'm here in the Black Hills of South Dakota, the one place I wish I would have never found myself. This is Man vs. Wild. My job is within the next 5 days to get myself from this remote place to a place of safety and civilization. I'll show you how I'm gonna do it. What you're gonna wanna do if you're ever stuck out in the wilderness like this, you don't really have any food sources. What you gotta do is you have to use the land all around you. Thankfully here in the Black Hills, there's plenty of pine cones. Pine cones are an excellent source of protein, of electrolytes, all of the essentials that you need to survive out here in the wilderness. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna find a bunch of those. The nutrients are really in the core, the stem of the pine cone. So you're gonna need to bite a piece off. Just suck on that thing. The nutrients will start to come. You might get a little bit of an off taste. That's okay. That's the nutrients working. This is perfect drinking water. No salt, maybe a little bit bacteria, but after you've eaten those pine cones, you'll be fine. Nothing better than a good creek. Another great thing to do when you come to fresh rushing water is to bathe yourself. It might be cold, just a little bit, but it's worth it. You're gonna stay fresh so that when you find civilization, you ain't rank. Now the question is, what do you do when you're in nature and nature calls? The key is to find a safe, dry, bug-free area. I've managed to find this uprooted fallen tree here. It's kind of rotted out. Perfect for a throne. Always remember, before you have a seat, toilet paper. It's a little primitive, but it's soft and it works. So if you could just give me a couple minutes here, that'd be great. Another tool for out in the wilderness, a sharp rock. We can chisel this down, hunt ourselves some jackalope, some wild bear, and some boar, which will serve for some nice tasty protein. Let's go hunting. It's starting to get cold out here and you don't want to be caught out in the wilderness without a fire. So I've got my sharp rock that I'm using for hunting and for setting a fire, and we're about ready to start a fire here. Now we've got our kindling, we've got a little bit of a base for our fire here, and really just got to start at it. So here we go. Yeah, still no fire. It's been about an hour, and we're switching to the stick method. Perhaps you've seen this before. This usually works pretty well, but remember, patience is the key. Come on! Goodness! Ooh! Pine cone. Nutrition. Never pass up an opportunity. The key to living out here on your own is resourcefulness. Live off the land that you're on. As you've seen, we've found food in the creek. We found food with pine cones. Another thing, clothing. Your clothes are gonna get soaked. They're gonna get dirty. They're gonna get ripped. You may notice I'm wearing some different clothes today. That's because I was able last night, during the evening hours, I was able to take some of the native grasses and weave myself new clothes. I have a new pair of shorts that I was able to weave and a new t-shirt, which will not last me as long as I'm out here, but it should last me until I get home. And that's all that matters. And I know what you're thinking. These native grasses are green, but my shirt is white. Well, I was able to catch a white-tailed deer and bleach my woven shirt with the tail of the white-tailed deer. If you mix it with water, take some glue, some dirt, mush it together, make a muddy substance, rub it into the tail, it creates a glue, sort of a pussy glue, and if you just rub that on the material, it turns it a nice white color. Remember that when you're stuck out in the hills. I managed to find some trash out in the woods. Now to this to many people may look like just some cheapo plastic bag, but to you, it could save your life. You can use this bag while you're out in the wilderness to carry your gear. I have no gear, so it's not gonna do me any good. However, you can use it as a canteen. Come over here. There. You want to stay hydrated while you're out here in the wilderness. So it's good to have a canteen because you never know when you'll come across fresh water again. There we go. Yeah. That ought to work. Now it is a plastic bag. It may rip. You're going to want to be careful. This could save your life.